Hey y'all, Chuck here. Paige, Emma. Hey, it's time for another weekly question and answer. I just did the update and I got a lot of questions. So I'm in between my bike rides, between the rain and exercise, and so I figured I'd stop and make a video. Every time I go out there to film, it starts pouring down rain. So everybody says happy birthday. Paige says
thank you.
Thank you very much. She's eating her favorite dessert. Actually, we just ate lunch and we're full, and I brought her more food. Yeah, look how big these bananas are. So, everybody's asking if Mama is feeling better. Falang Tongwa Sabaydi Mai Ka? Sabaydi. She said Sabaydi, so she's feeling much better. Kajai Mai Ka? Okay. I asked her if she understood me. So anyway, let me get to some questions because I have a lot. Where are they at? Here they are. Yeah. So let me answer a few of them. Okay. Let me get to some of these questions. First off, about my question and answer, just want to let y'all know I'm not an expert on Thailand. I've only been here roughly almost 7 months. The questions that I get, I love to try to answer them the best way that I can, mostly with Thai people or my experiences here in Thailand and other Falangs or foreigners that live in Thailand. I try to ask and do the research and get the best answer possible. I know some of the answers, some other people have different answers because they've seen different things. And anyway, I try to get the answers as best as possible. But I know that when I was coming over here, when I was coming over here, I had a lot of questions about my own personal circumstance. And it was hard to go through all the videos and try to find a title that kind of resembled something like I was interested in, because it wasn't exactly, didn't really answer exactly what I was looking for. And most of the sites that I found, you had to become a member just to be able to get a response from a question you might have. Sometimes somebody would answer back and give you a link, which is always helpful. So yeah, I appreciate that when somebody else has a question and another person can answer and give their opinion on that. That's awesome. But I'm not an expert by all means. I don't try to be an expert. My videos are just about mine and Paige's experiences here in Thailand, and just kind of gives you an idea of what you can expect and how it turned out for me. But most of the time, I promise it'll turn out a little bit different than it will for you. But I have a lot of questions. Usually, I try to answer them, as most of them on the online. I try to, and then if questions keep popping up, I'll do a question and answer, or if I feel like it's something that's important that I think I should share with everybody, and I will. But anyway, let's get started with the questions. Biff Jones asked, have we ever seen Jeep's restaurant? He's referring to Jeep, the person we stayed at, his house and his villa in Phuket. Yes, I have seen his restaurant. It's just an empty building right now. It's not open. He plans on opening just before the busy season, which is in November, and I don't know if I'll get a chance to go down there and show it to you or not. I'm kind of still up in the air. He wants me to go manage the place and give him some ideas, and I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air on doing that yet, so I don't know. We'll have to talk about it more. Gee. So anyway, I haven't seen it, but when I do, I will put it out there for you, and then I'm sure he'll have a nice website, and I'll share it with you all. Scuba Tom asked, would I recommend Phuket for a place to retire for an American with a good budget? I can answer this question, Tom, because you've kind of told me what your budget is, and you can live anywhere you want to in Thailand on the budget that you have. Would I recommend it? You like the things that I know that you like to do, you know, obviously scuba dive. Phuket would be a good place for that. I will show you here in the near future nice, beautiful places out of the Gulf too. Man, it just depends on what you want. I would not come anchor down here in Phuket right away. You might want to see if that's the kind of lifestyle that you want to live. But on the budget that you have, you can live anywhere you want to. So I wouldn't sweat it. I would just worry about getting here. Would I live in Phuket? No. I like it where I'm at, but I'm married to a Thai woman with a wonderful Thai family. Sam the Man, how long was the boat ride to Krabi Island? And was the large lizard a water monitor or a Komodo dragon? And one more question he asked, with king snakes or king cobras in the area, why does your host leave the door open? He's talking about the place we stayed at Krabi. The boat ride, you can rent that boat for 3,000 baht for 6 hours. They'll take you to every island. There's multiple islands that you can go to out there, but it was 3,000 baht for the whole day pretty much. I don't think we used the whole 3 hours, but they do have food on Krabi Island that you can buy there, but we brought our own food, and a lot of people did. There was a lot of like Chinese tours there. They catered in a bunch of, well, not catered, but they brought in boxes, containers of food, and they all ate around the water and left a big ass mess. I'm not a lizard expert, but I asked some people and they said it wasn't a water lizard. It wasn't a Komodo dragon. They said it was that water monitor, but they called it something else in Thai, I don't remember, but it's not a Komodo dragon. I showed them the picture of that. It's no, it's this. Yeah, we stayed at this place, a friend of ours, his family's house in Krabi, and he's got like a palm farm where he raises palm trees, and they use the palm to make palm sugar and other things with that too. But he said there are snakes big time out there, and there's a lot of cobras out there. And when I got there, after they had told me that, I noticed that our bedroom window was open, the doors were open, and everything is wide open. I was like making sure, I went back in the room and make sure there was nothing. I looked under the bed and everything. So I asked Paige, I said, why? She's like, if a king cobra came in the house, that's just extra food. I'm like, that sounds about right. Yeah. So she's like, yeah, if they see a king cobra, they're not worried about it biting you. They're going to kill it and they're going to eat it. I'm like, okay. They're not really worried about anything. So they're not worried about me being worried about it either. So, yeah. Jeff Johnson asked about strawberries in Thailand. I've had a couple people ask me about strawberries in Thailand. Up north, they grow strawberries like crazy up north of Thailand, but they're seasonal. I had a couple videos beginning with strawberries, but they're really small strawberries. They're not like these, I don't know, these gigantic Americans. I mean, you buy a strawberry that damn big in America, and I'm like, I don't know. But these are small, and they're not bright red, and they're not as sweet. But anyway, they're seasonal. They have them a lot of time. Glenn Jones asked, Why aren't I 300 pounds? You know, Glenn, I was 200 pounds when I got here, and now I'm about between 87 and 84. This morning I weighed 84.5 kilo. I don't know. I mean, I've been riding my bike a lot, and I exercise. I have really no stress in my life, but I eat a lot of damn food, and then I eat dessert, and then I have every night I have about 3 cocktails. I have scotch and water every night, at least 3, sometimes 4. And I don't eat a lot of sugar, and I don't drink soda, but I think the quality, and I'm going to do a video on this in a couple months. I'm trying to put everything together, but the food quality in Thailand is a lot different than it was in America. You can tell the difference when you eat a big meal and you come out of a restaurant, you just get in your car and you say to yourself, I feel so miserably full right now. I mean, just like bloated, like you overdid it. But here, I'm full, but I never get that feeling. I don't know, the food is definitely, to me, a lot better, and it seems like my body's using it properly, and it's, you know, what it doesn't need, it gets rid of. So I don't know. I love to eat, so I'm glad it's working out. But I'm going to do a video on the food and staying healthy in Thailand. Jim Marion asked, why don't I open a bakery or coffee shop? When before I came to Thailand, I've owned quite a few businesses in my life, and I'm always I'm just geared up to think about, when I see something, I think about, oh, you can do this, or something could be done better, or I could do this better. I've always got the gears going in my head, just learning how to make them slow down at least. But I had all these thoughts about what I can do. I mean, we have an attached building to the house where he keeps all of his parts for his tuk-tuks and stuff. We can pretty much do anything we want with that. And I had all kind of ideas, mainly a pizza shop. You know, I thought I love to make pizzas, but Thais, they're not really interested that much where I'm at in pizzas. Now, if I lived in Pattaya or Phuket or Bangkok especially, I could do all kind of stuff. But anyway, I just don't feel like doing it right now. When I got here, I thought about it, and I said, man, not to sound cocky, but I was afraid to become successful. You know, I was afraid to get kind of chained down to something, you know, that businesses are a little different here in Thailand. Usually when they run out of whatever they're selling, that's it. Or if they don't feel like selling it, that's it. Or whatever they're selling, if it's a seasonal fruit, then they just don't sell it. I mean, they're not held accountable for like business hours here. So you could be very flexible with what you're doing. So anyway, I will probably do something similar to that in the future. I just don't really know. I don't know what it's going to be, but yeah, a bakery and a coffee shop would definitely do good out here. Nobody seems to know how to bake bread out here for sure. Chris Crookson says he's not a mall fan, but he's impressed by the elegance of them. He asked how can they afford to open these places. This has been asked many times, and a lot of people have commented about this. Here's my take on it. The Chinese own most of these malls. There's an outlet mall here that is exactly the same as the outlet malls that they have in America. I mean, the exact same layout. That's owned by the Chinese. The Chinese own a crap load of malls, a crap load of businesses, and they can afford to hire Thai people because they don't make, I mean, they'll sell one pair of damn shoes and pay their salary. They don't make that much money. And they don't have to pay benefits and all that stuff either. So the Chinese currency is a little different than everywhere else. So they're making money with their currency exchange. And the fact that they just have tons of money, I don't think they give a crap. But they're making money, but they own most of these places. And yeah, you go into these malls and these stores, and there's just a lot of people there, everywhere. And nobody's buying shit, so I don't know. But when they see a Falong in there, they don't ever come up, it's like, oh, what do you need, what can I say? You know, like back home, you walk into a Sears and you're like, God dang it, man, really? But here they don't do that because they don't know how to talk to you, so it's pretty good. And when I'm with Paige, they just right to Paige. So what do you got? Okay, and I'm like, it kind of bothers me, but hey, it's just the way it is. So one of these days when I can speak fluent Thai, I'll just let them go, and then I'll embarrass them or myself. Anyway, it's all good. Chris Jones, you think you'll make a trip up north to the mountain soon? Maybe to see another vlogger? You know, Graham and Pi? You and about, I don't know, at least 5 other people have mentioned that. I don't know what our plans are right now. Paige doesn't want to go during the rainy season because the places that we want to go are up in the mountains and the roads aren't very good. And I don't know. I don't want to really go in the rainy season. But there are some places up north that I want to go to. I wouldn't mind meeting Graham. I think he's a super guy. Going to his farm. I don't know. That's probably not for everybody, you know. I was raised in the country in America, but I don't know. Maybe we'll meet one day. I don't have a problem with Graham. I think he's got a great thing. So I don't know. I don't know where we're going quite yet. We're in the process of discussing that. I'm trying to get Queen Bee over here to tell me where she wants to go next. We're undecided. Sam the Man asked about gas mileage. And also Mike from Texas asked about what was the cost of fuel. Well, here's the cost of fuel right here. I went to the gas station. Here it is. Now this is by the liter too. So the gas mileage. I just filled up my tank. So 970 baht, 38.6 liters, and we have traveled 429.6 kilometers. Sam also asked how much was the trip. Well, Sam, you saw here's another thing. I've had a couple of people suggest for me to stay in better places, and I get it. One guy said maybe I should splurge an extra 10, 20 US dollars, stay in a place nicer to get a better night's sleep and stuff like that. I understand that, but I mean, what if me and Paige, it's just not for us? Because it's not. So only thing we require is that the place is clean and it's safe. To be honest with you, we stayed in the most extravagant hotels there are in our lives. We really have. And we've stayed in some nice little bungalows, bed and breakfast, you know, all kind of little homestay places. And the best one we ever stayed at was, I think in Colorado, we stayed with about, I don't know, it was one female gay couple, and then I don't know. It was a weird deal, but we had a really good time. It was 6 adults staying in this bed and breakfast, and we had completely different outlooks in life. And we would sit at the dinner table. We were there for 3 days, and would have the most awesome, diversified conversations about everything. It was cool. Nobody was ugly. We all talked about our differences. I don't think anybody converted anybody, and yeah, but anyway, it was cool. But we don't like to stay in fancy. Actually, we're uncomfortable in it. I don't like to go somewhere where I feel like I gotta be, you know, when I walk out of my room, I got a guy, you know, asking, "Is everything okay? Is everything all right? You know, can I give you a towel? You know, I need a mint." You know, I don't like it. I just want to be comfortable, and I'm not a cheap person. I would feel bad if I went and spent $300 on a hotel, and for what? I mean, we're not going to the hotel to enjoy the hotel. We're just going there to park our luggages and sleep and take a shower. You know, our entertainment is outside of the hotel. But I get it. I understand. You get away from home. You want to stay in some place that's nicer than your home, and you take care of people probably all day at your job, and you want to go somewhere and have somebody take care of you. I completely understand that. That's just not how we are. So, yeah, I think I talked about that too long. I'm sorry. Probably lost a couple of people on that subject. Yeah, so the trip, back to the original question, cost us about $2,000 US. I think our biggest expense was fuel. We stayed at some friends' places. They didn't charge us to stay there. We tried to we bought most of the meals, you know, at least to do something, but they wouldn't let us pay. But we spent about $2,000, and we were gone about 4 weeks. And, either way, you can stay in Thailand a lot cheaper than that. There's backpackers that live on a $20 a day budget, you know, or less, that travel all around Asia. But anyway, that's about all the questions that I want to answer today. If I missed yours, I'm sorry. I'll try to get it again, or ask me again, and I'll try to get you the best answer possible. We're going to try to go somewhere once a month at least. We're going to go somewhere this month. I'm just not sure exactly where. But anyway, we're going to keep you entertained as much as possible. Had a lot of great comments for Paige's birthday. She really does appreciate that. The videos were cute, and that was pretty cool. All the Facebook stuff, yeah, we really do appreciate that. And yeah, awesome to have communications with good people. It really is. And I don't mind helping people with their questions. I do it quite often. I do it on a personal basis here, and I do it on YouTube, and I do it on Facebook. And but anyway, yeah, I just want to say thanks again. And if you like the channel, subscribe. If you like the content that you see, hit like. If you don't like, hit don't like. I know I got at least 6 diehard don't likers out there. I appreciate it. I appreciate you getting on my channel and at least clicking the unlike button, because not only does it not matter if you like it or not like it, it's the same thing. It's just an interaction with the channel. It doesn't matter to YouTube whether you hit like or unlike it. You looked at the channel, you clicked on it, and then you responded with a comment, or you responded with a like or unlike. So anyway, if you don't like the channel, I'm sorry. Not everything in life is for everybody. Not everybody comes to Thailand for the same reasons. For whatever reason you're coming to Thailand, then that's your business. Okay, I don't get on other people's websites and say, "Hey, you're stupid. You shouldn't do things like that," because that's not how I would do it. Or that's not. I know you can't do it like that. That's retarded. So anyway, thanks a lot, and I'll see you on the next video.